well hydrated is vital for good health. Pure Life Mineral Water, made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're live on a Friday, and even though it's a Friday, we must talk some sense into every single one of the South Africans who have not managed to save water just yet, because our whole country is sitting in a drought at the moment. And if you don't know already, it's been recently announced that in Cape Town, Day Zero has been pushed to May the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this is proof that all of our water-saving efforts are making a difference. It's been pushed by a whole month. Now, remember that with all these restrictions, it is still crucial to stay hydrated and take care of yourself, because the signs of dehydration would be fatigue, things like headaches if you're getting those regularly, and if your urine is slightly darker than usual. These are certain signs you look out for, especially if you're not drinking enough water during the day. So to avoid that, let's make sure that we're getting ready and required the amount of daily intake of water that we need. Always keep a bottle of water around with you, especially when exercising in the heat.
Sure thing.
Do you have other tips for us? Because I've seen all these tips on social media. I've been sent broadcast messages on WhatsApp. I've been sent Facebook messages, tweets. I've seen Instagram posts. I've seen it all. But I'm looking for some innovative ones.
All right, cool. So obviously, because I spend most of my time in the kitchen, I've tried to find a few ways how to cut down on water or reuse water. So one of my ones that I came up with now is when I rinse my fruit for the show, instead of running it under a tap, you don't know how much water you're actually using. So instead, I've got a bowl with some water in it, and I'm going to wash all my fruit in a bowl. That way I know exactly how much water I'm using.
And there's been this huge scare of listeriosis as well, so you please need to make sure that you rinse your vegetables and your fruit and all the fresh produce. And then what do you do with this water?
Well, you can either, how about you just make a smoothie? Just blitz it right there. No. You can use that for your plants at home again. It's all about giving water a second use. Exactly like I've done in this part of the year. So I've used this water 3 times already.
This today already?
Yeah.
So what was in there?
Some eggs in there, cooked some rice noodles in there, and I've got the water that's left over. So I'm going to use that again for the plants that we have in the loft.
Lovely, let it cool down. That's awesome.
My other tip is not necessarily a foodie tip. Look at you going straight for it. I've got a glass over here, right? And that's the Dan glass. As of now, that's going to be your designated glass that you're going to use the whole entire day. So you're not going to use 5 different glasses that I have to wash at the end of the show.
Never. And another trick that I learned, which was something that I've never heard of before, is obviously I always thought, we heard it on the show, if you guys tuned into the show we had about water saving, you would have learned that if you have a dishwasher, in fact it's more economical to use your dishwasher if it's full than to wash all your dishes in a sink. So if you have a dishwasher at home, make sure it's packed to the brim, filled with everything that you can, and then do 1 load of that. It's actually saving you a lot more water. So another way that I try and avoid using water, it's kind of a lesser of 2 evils, and everyone's been complaining about, like, you know, what's right and what's wrong. But I'm using a lot of paper plates, and so if you're one of those people who wants to use recyclable materials, try and use paper plates or, you know, paper cups if you can, because those can be thrown away, don't require any water to be able to wash them after. I think that's a nice tip. And then another one, obviously, with your washing machines, everyone's pouring the pipes at the back of your washing machines into a bucket or into a mass of those litre drums, those massive 100-litre drums. That's a nice way to collect all that water you can use as well.
Exactly. Because you can now buy detergents that are garden-friendly, so using that water again, giving it another lifespan.
Indeed. So I really want you guys all to be Day Zero heroes, because it really is a big thing. And I don't think we've realized that the farmers have come in to save Day Zero in Cape Town. They're donating dam water to the grid. And so I've heard almost like about 50% of Cape Townians have not done their daily limits as per the 6P restrictions. So if you're one of those, I urge you to please play your part, because we need every single person to fight together for this crisis. These were our quick tips on water saving by Nestle Pure Life Water. You can head over to our social media pages and share with us what your best water-wise ways are. If you've got any ideas for us, we'd love to hear from you. You can use the hashtag Afternoon Express on Twitter or find us on our Facebook page as well. Perhaps you've got something innovative that Clem and I can try in the kitchen.
I'd love to hear about it, yeah.
We really, really do want to hear.